Hey gang, what's going on with you? It's your boy B back once again for another round of Big John's Card Sharks right here at MVG Productions. Glad you could be here with us once again. Well, got two more contestants here that are ready to battle it out here with the cards. Playing with us today, we've got Mark and Gianni. Welcome, fellas.
Hello.
All right, they're going to be battling out to see who has the superior call of the cards here, and of course, the winner goes on to the money cards for a chance at lots of cash. So, you two ready to play?
Let's do it.
All right. Also, we've got some folks in the room. We've got James, we've got Peach, we've got Jose, and Kevin here with us. That'll be commenting and joining in on the fun, I guess.
Boo, Mark!
Yeah, so,
Boo!
No,
Yeah.
we're not going through this.
yes, the legend is here. And Brandon, I think you should implement a brand new rule on this particular episode of Card Sharks.
And that would be
Mark Leota's explanation of why he is going for how many people said yes to the survey is limited to 20 seconds, not 20 minutes.
I would say if that was,
I could just straight up give my answer. I don't have to worry about that.
I mean, you could give a little bit of an explanation because I personally enjoy seeing how you guys come up with your thought process for some of these questions, but that's just me. But hey, you do what you want to. Not for 20 minutes, maybe like a minute, sure, but I'd keep it to a reasonable length because the folks at home are watching, and they want to. They can't.
Here all day.
No, 20 minutes would be the entire video, so let's not do that to the folks. Let's get in here and let's call some cards, shall we?
Let's do it.
All right, let's open up the board here. Mark's playing the red cards. Gianni will be playing the blue cards as we load in for round number one. Of course, remember we play best 2 out of 3, and winner goes on to the money cards. We start with you, Mark. An estimated guess question off the bat here. How in number of years, how old was the world's longest living elephant? Again, in
Okay.
years?
World's longest living elephant. Ooh. Well, I'd imagine it would be a relatively high number if they're that old.
Mm-hmm.
How about maybe 84 years?
84 years. All right. Mark says 84. Gianni, you think the elephant was younger or older than that?
I'm thinking, a little higher.
Even higher than that. Wow.
Really?
Okay. I'm curious to see what the answer is for myself. Let's see. The world's longest living elephant was 84 years old exactly. Well done, Mark.
Oh my goodness.
That is a 500. That's a $500 bonus for you, and you can control the cards first with a great one to start. You got that ace.
First off, no, Jose, there's no aimbot here. And second, let's go lower.
Makes sense. It's not a conspiracy. Sometimes you get it right on the nose. It just happens. Anyway, lower than an ace.
And get an ace.
You got a 7.
Okay, we're going to freeze right there.
That makes sense there. Taking advantage of that perfect answer. Well done. Let's see if Gianni can do the same thing with our second question here in this first round. Gianni, we asked 100 female business executives, and we asked them, have you ever closed the door to your office and had a good cry on the job? How many of them said yes, they have?
If it were a good cry, I don't know. I'm saying it might not be a little. I'm going to say maybe 38.
38 out of 100 female business executives have cried on the job there. Mark, higher or lower than 38?
I'm going to go a little bit higher.
More than that. I can understand it was on some stressful days, and women tend to be more emotional than guys in some cases, but makes sense to me. So we'll see. You said higher?
I've done that.
You said higher, Mark? Correct?
Yeah,
Okay,
higher
just
than
making sure right. All right. Actual number of women who have cried on the job is 33. It's just slightly lower.
All right.
All right, about a third of them, which, again, seems to balance out with the odds. All right, Gianni, you get to start off with a 4.
Let's go higher.
Going higher than the 4. It's a 9.
Lower.
Risk it. Lower than the 9. It's an 8 up the middle.
Now I think I'm gonna freeze.
All right, taking that one card lead over Mark with 2 to go. And our third question now, Mark, this one goes back to you. Mark, we asked 100 lifeguards, and we asked them, has your swimsuit ever come off while rescuing a swimmer? How many of those 100 lifeguards said, yes, it has? I know some of you out there are thinking Baywatch moments right now. Stop it.
I'll be there.
Alright,
Anyway.
for once, I'm actually not gonna go into a joke with a certain someone that's part of this, and just go with 47.
47, almost half of them have lost their bathing suit while trying to rescue someone. All right. Gianni, higher or lower than 47?
I feel like that's something that could probably happen often. Maybe I'll say higher.
Maybe higher than that. All right, let's see. The actual number of lifeguards who have lost their swimwear while trying to rescue someone is 33. Not quite as many. Lower there. All right, Mark, we're back to you. You have that 7.
And let's change the 7, please.
Yeah, you won the question, so you can change that 7. The 7 goes away. In its place, we shall find a 10.
Lower, please.
Going lower than 10. It's a 6.
Let's freeze.
Freezing right there. All right. Mark has a 6. Gianni has an 8. And we both have 2 cards to go as our final question of the round. So someone must win on this play of the cards. Gianni, we asked 100 senior high school girls, and we asked them, did you know who they'll marry if they could would you want to know who you're going to marry if you could see into the future? How many of those 100 senior high school girls said, yes, they would love to know who they were going to marry if they could see into the future?
It's gonna be, I think, a high one. I'm gonna say 73.
73 out of 100 of them said they would love to know who they're going to marry. Mark, higher or lower than 73?
I think some of them might actually want that to be a surprise, so I'm gonna say lower.
I'm going to say lower than that. All right. For all important control of the cards, the actual number of high school girls who would like to see who they're married is 65. It is just slightly lower. All right, Mark, you have the 6. Johnny has an 8. You both need 2 cards, but you have the option. You can change your
Okay.
card and play it, or you can pass and force Gianni to call off the 8.
Alright, well, I can change mine, but Gianni can't, so have fun, Gianni.
All right, it's going to pass. All right, Gianni, you must call both cards right. You make a mistake, Mark wins game number 1. Call it from the 8.
Right, lower.
Lower than the 8. No, it's a 10. Mark gets game number 1. First game for you and $100, Mark. Gianni, you can play catch up here as we deal off the cards off the top of your decks as we go into game number 2. And this one, we start with you, Mark, again. Because this question's for you. We asked 100 single women, are you turned off by very handsome men? How many of those 100 women said yes, they are actually turned off by very handsome men?
Well, maybe sometimes some of those men are a little too handsome, if you know what I mean.
Could be the case.
Like me.
Let's go 65.
65 out of 100 women said they are turned off by 2 handsome men. All right, Gianni, higher or lower than 65?
Lower.
Gonna say lower than that. I would personally think this one's lower, but we'll see. The actual number of women who are turned off by guys who are too handsome is 18. It is way lower.
Oh, wow. Okay.
All right, Gianni, this round you need it to play catch up here. You start off with a 5.
Higher.
And keep it and go higher than the 5. Oh no, it's another 5. You lose that one. And Mark, you get a free shot with the king.
Lower, please.
Lower than a king. It's a 6.
And freeze right there.
Gonna take the 1 card advantage there. All right. Go on to question 2 for this round. Gianni, we asked 100 bachelors, would you give up a chance to be a king for a woman that you love? How many of those 100 bachelors said yes, they would give up the chance of becoming king for the woman they love? I feel like there's a Lion King reference to be made here, but I'm not going to be the one to do it. So.
Maybe. I know where you're going with that. I'm not going to say either. I'm going to say, 56.
56 of them said they would give up the right to be king to be with a woman that they love. Mark, higher or lower than 56?
A little higher. Question mark?
A little bit higher. Not sure about that. He's going higher. Let's see. The actual number of bachelors who would give up the chance to be king for their woman is 58. It is just slightly higher.
Wow. Okay.
Good call on that one, Mark. And you're back to the board with a 6.
All right. I'll change it.
All right, changing that 6. Next card up, and your 6 now becomes another 6.
Higher.
Come on, higher than the 6. Oh no, it's a 4. You lose that one, Gianni. Another chance with that 5.
Higher.
Higher than the 5. It's an 8 up the middle.
I'll freeze.
Got a freeze right there. All right. Both players needing 3 cards now as we go to question number 3 for this round. Mark, we asked 100 plumbers, not Mario and Luigi in this case, do you own a Rolls Royce? How many of those 100 plumbers said they do own a Rolls Royce?
Well, there goes the joke I was gonna do or mention or whatever. 69.
69 of 100 plumbers said they do own a Rolls Royce. All right, Gianni, higher or lower than 69?
Say lower.
Say lower than that. I would think maybe 2 of them would, but that's me.
I say 3.
Let's see. The actual number of plumbers that own a Rolls Royce is 2. Called it.
Only 2 of them.
I'll
And
take.
both of them really were Mario.
Brandon?
Yes.
Brandon, you know those 2 are liars.
No, I legitimately think they're probably owners of like big plumbing companies for like major cities, so they probably have earned it. But yeah, in that case, Mike, by the way, I would like my $500 bonus in my paycheck this week, please. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, Gianni, you've got that 8 because you got the question.
Change it.
Yeah, it makes sense there. Taking away the 8 in its place, we shall find a 5.
Higher.
Try it again, higher than a 5. It's a 7.
Freeze.
Got a freeze there. All right, interesting setup here as we get to our 4th and final question of this round. Again, someone must win on this play of the cards. Gianni, for you. We asked 100 bachelors. We asked them, would you admit to your date that you're only after one thing? How many of those 100 bachelors said yes, they would admit that they're only after one thing when they're dating?
Money.
Well, I
I
mean,
don't
whatever
think
that
it
one
would
thing
be-
might be. It could be money, it could be sex, it could be any number
I
of
don't
things.
know.
But they're only
I
after
feel like it
one
might be
thing.
a couple things. I'd say maybe 28.
28 out of 100 of them said they would admit to their date they're only after one thing. We'll see. Mark, higher or lower than 28?
I'll say higher.
Higher than that. Okay. For all important control of the cards, the actual number of bachelors said they're only after one thing would be 27. It is not higher.
Oh, wow.
Bunch of dancing around the right number.
Yeah, but y'all are on point today with your guesses there. So, all right, Gianni, board is yours this time. You got the option. You have a 7. You need 2 cards, and you're a game behind, so you need to try to tie it up if you can. Mark has a 6. He needs 3 cards. But again, the option's yours. Would you like to pass it or play it?
I think I'm going to play it, and I like to change the 7.
All right, he's going to play it himself. That 7 will go away, and this place we shall find a 4.
All right, higher.
Come on, higher than a 4. It's a queen.
Lower.
To tie up the match, lower than a queen. Oh no, it's a king! Mark is our champion today.
Unbelievable.
Oh, that's a rough call there. Hey, Gianni, thank you for playing. Not going away empty-handed. I got some parting gifts for you, and I hope you enjoyed your time here on the show. All right, Mark, you did it, man. $200 for you. Let's go play the money cards here.
All right, I gotta say, Johnny, I kind of feel bad for you there at the end. That was a big rip.
Yeah.
That will be.
But how bad do you really feel?
Now, if that were Nels, I would have said the opposite.
Right. All right, Mark, here's your chance to win some big money here as we play our money cards. We'll start you off with $500. Go put that in his bank. All right, work your way across the bottom row. Again, minimum bets are $50. Till you get to that second row, we'll give you additional $700 there and 3 more cards. And once you get up to the big bet, you must bet at least half your winnings. If you do a perfect double, double, double all the way to the top of the board, you could possibly win over $75,000.
Okay.
Remember, you can change one card in each row with one of the 3 extra cards we've dealt on the side, and be on the lookout for those jokers, because those jokers will allow you to get extra picks as we play for the jackpot in this game. So, we start you off with $500 and a 6.
Let's get rid of that 6 and change it with card number 2.
All right, 6 goes away, and in its place we shall find a 2.
Okay. Everything higher, please.
Yeah, can't lose on this one. Higher than a 2 for all of it. There's a queen, $1,000.
Everything lower.
Betting it all again, $1,000. Lower than the queen. It's a 2.
Everything higher.
Going again, $2,000. Higher than a 2. It's an ace. Perfect run through the bottom row. We add an additional $700 of the second row. You have $4,700 mark and an ace.
We're keeping that and going the whole thing lower.
Makes sense to me. All of it lower than the ace. It's a jack. $9,400 now and a jack.
Everything lower.
Going for it. All of it lower than a jack.
Come on! Come on!
Oh, no, it's a king. Oh, you went one too far there, sir. But hey, it's okay. Another $200 plus the bonus money you won earlier. So you have $1,100 given the $400 that was already in the champions pool at this point. And now you get one shot at $10,000 here on our jackpot board if you can find that dollar sign. Which one is it behind?
Right. Well, that would make up somewhat for that painful loss there. Let's try number 3.
Let's see if we can do it for $10,000. Show me the money. Not there. It's all the way at the end, number 7. Number 7. That's all right. Jackpot will be worth $20,000 next time we play. And Mark's got $1,100 this time for this edition of Card Sharks. And folks, that's going to do it for us on this one. So we thank you so much for watching. Thanks to Mark and Gianni. Thanks to everybody here in the audience for watching along with our game. And most importantly, thank you at home for watching. Remember, if you want to see more Card Sharks action, check out any of the 2 prior seasons I've done of the show or any of the games from this playlist here on the channel. And don't forget to like and subscribe and ring that bell. That way you never miss out on all the fun and games going down here at MVG Productions. And until the cards are shuffled and dealt once again, I'm your host, Brandon Scruggs, saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time for more Card Sharks. So long, everyone.